What's up, everybody? It's your boy, the left-legged legend, Link Johnson. And I was compelled to get on here and do a live video to thank you all as a group, all of you who contributed, all of the words of encouragement. Under 24 hours, we not only met the goal, but exceeded the goal. So I'm very happy about that. I'm not gonna cry on here today, but yesterday, driving into work, I shed some tears of joy because 6 months ago, I thought about this. I thought of, it's getting a disability or having any life-changing things happen, and we have COVID going on now. You really think, nobody's gonna give me anything. People see me out in Vegas and all over the world doing the left-legged legend thing, and nobody's gonna give me anything. And that's what I really thought. So 6 months ago, I decided I'm not gonna do the GoFundMe because, pride. I don't wanna be asking people for anything. And I don't think anybody's gonna give me anything because, I just thought it wouldn't happen. And I was crazy because I don't know why. I didn't think. I got some great people in my life that have supported me from the time this happened. You guys have seen this. I mean, I've been brought food, and hopefully by now all of you that have contributed got your personalized messages back from me, thanking you individually for, taking out of your pocket to put it into mine. I wanted to give a little update. Yesterday, so the scooter that I really want is called a Transformer scooter, and it automatically folds up. It's FAA compatible so that I can travel. It's really nice. I'll upload some pictures. I'll do another update and upload some pictures. So I was doing research yesterday since we hit the mark. Thank you guys very much. And I found that there's 6 companies that have that across the country that have that specific model and the one that I want. So I started calling them. I made a little list and took notes, and so I would call each of them and I would tell them a little bit of my story, and I would tell them the model that I'm looking for, and that hopefully in the next couple days I wanted to be able to get it. And some of them, they're business people, so they're like, whatever, send the money. The cost for the scooter, the total cost is $2,425. And so it's the same price at all 6 of the places. But as I called and talked 2 places, one place told me they would give it to me for $2,300 after hearing my story, and they throw in a cup holder and a bag to go on the side of it, and like a really good service plan, a warranty plan, which is nice. They would come and do the service. If it needs service, they would come and do it. He just said don't drive it in a pool or in a pond or anything. So I have to remember that because you're talking to the left-legged legend, right? And then another place told me they'll take $100 off. But this guy was so impressed with the story or my resilience or whatever, and he's throwing in like 8 free accessories: the front basket, a rear basket, a side view mirrors. He's gonna personalize it. He's gonna put left-legged legend on it and print that out. So I mean, I can't even contain myself, right? I'm trying to look serious, but I mean, this is all because of you guys. I wouldn't be able to do this. I wouldn't be able to take from myself to do it because having my leg cut off has put me so far behind, not being able to work for months at a time and not being able to pay for certain things, robbing Peter to pay Paul, selling my investments. Like, I don't really need to get into too much of it, but you can imagine if you couldn't work for, 6 months, 8 months, 7.5 months, whatever it was, it would do some damage to your finances. And so this just really made it so that I can do it. And last thing, in 2016, I was on surgery. I was about to have surgery number 10, 11. I can't even remember. It's been so many. I believe it was 10, 11, 12, and 13. Yes. So I was about, I didn't know that at the time, of course, but I was about to have 10, 11, 12, and 13. And I lived in Imperial, and they were moving me around, you know, sending me to all these specialists because they were trying to figure out what could they do for my leg. My leg was, at the time, my leg, the knee replacement was loose because my ex-wife kicked me in it after surgery number 9, which led to the following 4 surgeries. I always say on my videos, I should have pressed charges, but you know, water under the bridge, I guess. Anyway, so I was about to have that series of surgeries, and they were sending me to different specialists. There were only 3 specialists in the San Diego area that I could go to. One of them was a military specialist doctor, and he looked at me and he said, "You need to cut that leg off." And at the time, I'm like, MFer. I am not cutting my leg off. Like, that is not about to happen. Like, what are you talking about? Like, be an amputee? Like, but that doctor planted a seed that day. Because during that time, so I had surgery number 10, and it was to put in a spacer with antibiotics because I had an infection. 2 or 3 days later, probably not even that long, he did surgery number 11 because there was still residue from past surgeries that probably had infected material in it, you know, like cement. He could see cement. So imagine a cup, you're washing a cup, and then in those little corners, you know, there's dried milk or something. So he had to go in and scrape that out and make sure there was nothing left from any other surgery. It hurt like hell when I woke up. That was surgery 11, like some days later. I hadn't even left the hospital or anything. And then surgery number 12, I was supposed to get a new knee replacement, but he opened it up and he said it had markers for infection. So, you know, I cried for probably 3-4 hours after waking up after that surgery. You can see the story on my YouTube page. But anyway, I was saying all that to say that doctor planted a seed. I was laid up for 7 months. I had to be bedridden for 7 months. I was depressed, crying, you know, on hard drugs. So popping pills and being high and being depressed. But I thought for like 2 weeks, you know, of that 7-month bedridden time, I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should get this leg cut off. So when I went to go get surgery number 13, I said, look, man, when you open my leg up, if it looks like it's infected, cut my leg off. And the guy, so it's funny that we're doing this for my birthday. The doctor had my same birthday. He said, no, we're not doing that. I'm going to put a tumor prosthesis in there, what we do for cancer patients. I'm going to cut off bone in your leg and hollow out your femur and your tibia. And I'm going to put posts in there that's going to hold a prosthesis inside your body. That, you know, you all know the story, you know, that lasted about 2.5 years. And then I got the mega prosthesis, and I was like, I had to take a stand. You guys are going to cut this off. So it was a big decision. I didn't know what I was asking for at the time. I didn't know how my life would change. But I always say, don't feel sorry for me. I asked for this, and I'm not in pain. I can walk. I'm going to dance tonight in honor of all of us because, you know, I'm going to my favorite place, and I'm going to have a great night, and I'm going to celebrate the work that we all have done. You know, I always say if it takes a village to raise a child, much more so to help the left-legged legend. And I promise you that, you know, once I get this scooter, it feels like it's completing the tools that I'm going to need. And of course, there'll be other things. I'll have to get an extra battery, he said. There are other things that I need to have and get done, but I promise I'll never stop. I'll never give up. It's not always easy. I know I'm always smiling, I'm always happy, but it's not always easy. I shed a lot of tears. I feel sorry for myself a lot of the time. I wonder and ask the Buddha and ask God and Muhammad, why me? Why do I have to go through this? But people say that God doesn't give you more than you can handle. And I can handle this. I got this. And with your help and with everything that you've done, we have gotten it done. And we have done it. And so I look forward to using this for the rest of my life. I look forward to having some great times and being able to access things that I haven't been able to access, be able to do things in my travels that I haven't been able to do or brave enough to do on my feet. I just think that couldn't come at a better time. So once again, I want to thank you all. Thank you for taking 10 minutes of your lives to listen to me drivel on about my life. And you will get an update as soon as I put in the order, and as soon as I get my scooter, you will see that all on here. So thank you all. I love you all, and I cannot express my appreciation enough. So now I'm gonna get off of here and go cry, and then get dressed and go to my favorite place. And those of you that know me personally know exactly where I'm talking about. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys later.